Intersectional body positivity. Being body positive means acceptance and respect for all bodies, meaning no body shaming. Everyone has a right to feel confident, empowered, and proud. We do not win by putting anyone, ourselves, or others down. Issues that are under the umbrella of body positivity include fat antagonism, body autonomy, racist beauty ideals and double standards, ableism, ageism, homo antagonism and trans antagonism, and gender inequality and double standards. So first I want to talk about fat antagonism. There are a lot of people who believe that body positivity is reserved for those who are healthy / live healthy lifestyles, and they tend to target the fat community in these beliefs. So I want to start with clearing some things up. You cannot tell someone's health based on their appearance, and it is not your responsibility to. If someone is sick, that is not a permission slip to bully them, to discriminate them, ridicule them, condescend to them. They deserve basic human respect. BMI is not an accurate measurement for health. It has already been discussed several times, and you can do that research yourself. Or I will do my best and find some links for you, but come on. Health comes in different shapes and sizes. People come in different shapes and sizes. Don't veil fat phobia, fat antagonism, and obsession with thinness with concern for one's health. Fat acceptance and fat positivity. For fat people and other groups and communities that I will mention, there is such a supportive body positive community online. There are body positive people that are working together for positive change in the world. There will be unkind people in the world. There will be people out there who hate you for your size, for your skin color, for who you love, for how you express your gender, for being disabled, for not fitting their idea of what beauty is, for what human is. And it's a fight. You have to fight for your joy. You have to fight for your self-love with everything you can. Being body positive means practicing positive thoughts about yourself and about others. It's not vanity because it's not just about you. You have to enlighten how you view the world, how you view other people, how you view human beings and the human experience. It is being an ally to yourself and to others. It is being fearless and loving yourself and others in a world that tells you that you shouldn't, in a world that quite literally profits off of your insecurity and your hatred of other people. That's what body peace is when you look at people with peace going through your body. And peaceful people don't try to put others down because of the way they look or because of their lifestyles. And finally, being body positive and having body peace means being willing to listen, being willing to learn. It's not just it is. For the most part, it is about coming from a peaceful place on all things and not putting people down for their choices and for their appearance. It's not putting yourself down for the same things. But because it is so intersectional, we come from so many different experiences, and it's very important to not just tell people things, but to listen. To listen to the different experiences that people have. I personally identify as so many different things. I identify as a woman of color. I identify as a queer woman. I identify as a disabled woman. And each one of those identifiers allows me to have a very unique experience in this world. And it is very hurtful when I want to tell my story about my experience as one of these identities, and one refuses to listen when they are not part of that identity. That is not peaceful either. That is not body peace, and that is not body positive. So just always think with that light in mind. Body autonomy! So respect body autonomy. Be respectful of one's choices with their body. Respect the differences that we all inevitably have. Good examples are choices with body hair, tattoos, makeup, cosmetic surgery. This also includes choices people make with their clothes, with their sex lives and sex partners, etc. All choices that have to do with our bodies. If you claim to be body positive, but still openly insult / are disgusted with others' bodies, then you are not really body positive. Body positivity is respect for yourself and for others. It is the understanding that all human bodies are different and are worthy of basic human respect, and we do not win by putting others down. Being body positive also includes understanding racism and colorism. There are certainly double standards in beauty when it comes to race. My one example that I will share with you today is Nicki Minaj, who demonstrated on her Instagram, where she made examples of several white women wearing thongs in mainstream magazines such as Sports Illustrated. But because of her body, her particular photo was deemed unacceptable. We also see it in colorism, like every time a dark-skinned person becomes lighter through the magic of Photoshop. Here are two separate photo shoot portraits of Lupita Nyong'o, one showing her true tone, and the other heavily lightening her skin, which she has advocated for in speeches and even in a duet scene with Elmo on Sesame Street.
Oh, wow! Elmo sees that Miss Lupita's skin is a beautiful brown color.
That's the thing I love most about skin, Elmo.
What's that?
Skin comes in lots of beautiful shades and colors.
Oh, look at that! Elmo's skin is a beautiful red.
Yeah.
You know what, Miss Lupita?
What's that, Elmo?
Elmo loves the skin he's in.
Me too. I love my skin.
People of color are discriminated in several different ways, including racial profiling.
No, in my experience,
Just come with me.
everybody here in this country is treated fairly. You know, if you just work hard enough, anyone can get ahead.
Excuse me, why are you doing this?
You fit the description, ma'am.
What's the description?
And are often misrepresented in media.
And the black best friend always has the same lines. I'm
Same
talking
lines.
about, damn.
Or like, no, he didn't. And the ubiquitous, oh, hell no.
Or their culture is appropriated for comedic effect. Or, as appropriation will occur, on the privileged, a piece of POC culture will be fashionable, edgy, etc. While when a POC does it, typically they are seen as lower status. Ageism, ableism, homo-antagonism, and trans-antagonism. The elderly, the disabled, and people within the LGBTQIA+ community are some of the most rejected and underrepresented groups in our media. Hollywood has a reputation for wanting their actresses to be age-defying and frowns on any signs of aging. Roles for older folks are rarely portrayed as desirable, similar to disabled folks. The stories that we typically see about disabled people are typically actually more about the people that care for them as opposed to the disabled people themselves. And then if the story is about them, they often become, quote, inspiration porn. As if the mere fact that they haven't committed suicide for the mere fact that they are in the body that they are in is automatically inspirational. In that fight, we also have the fight for accessibility, and we're not just talking about wheelchair ramps, but real access for all disabilities. It's quite easy to make disabled people feel unwelcome in a space. Just don't consider the fact that they exist and not have a way for us to access the space. Also, there's a lack of desire to learn about disabilities and how to respect people with disabilities.
One easy way to focus on the person is to watch the person signing and not their interpreter.
Or their companion.
Assistive devices help us to live our lives. They're really important and really personal.
Grabbing them only makes it weird for everyone.
What? Please only touch our devices and service animals if we've given you permission. And don't take it personally if I ask you not to.
I saw a meme once on the internet of a woman standing up from her wheelchair in a grocery aisle, and the meme said, "There's a miracle in the wine aisle," or something, which is completely ignorant to the fact that you don't have to be paralyzed to be using a wheelchair. There are different reasons to be using a wheelchair. It's also important not to patronize people with disabilities and assume that they have no autonomy.
It's really cool that you'd like to help, but do us both a favor and please ask me first. What you think might be helping?
I got you.
Wait, ah! Oh no, might actually not.
If you'd like to offer me help, let me hold on to your elbow. Don't take mine.
Hey, would you like to take my arm?
Sure.
So this includes respecting people who need to stim or people who are limping, etc. Members of the LGBTQIA community and other groups that I mentioned are at higher risks of violence because of the ignorance and hate that they face. Transgender and gender nonconforming folk are commonly discriminated against, as well as under and misrepresented in our media. Cisgendered people are still being cast as trans characters, which literally takes away work from transgender actors. The same is actually done with disabled characters, where able-bodied people are playing disabled roles.
When you talk about intersectionality in Hollywood, the disabled have gotten run over in the intersection. I couldn't believe that Ryan Murphy was so dedicated to diversity that he cast an able-bodied actor as the wheelchair user. He was constantly repeating those same, pathetic storylines. We had to cast Artie because we wanted to be able to do that one dream sequence. And being able to do that one dream sequence was much more important than having an authentic character for the entire run of the series.
Trans actors, disabled actors.
I help people who don't want to suffer anymore.
Well, the truth is you don't know who they are, do you? They're just names on a computer screen.
Stop! They're in pain! I know what pain is! I live with it every day. You don't! How can you judge me? How can you judge them?
They're not typically cast as cisgender characters or able-bodied characters. This is literally taking away work from those actors. Intersectional body positivity even includes respecting gender pronouns. Finally, I want to talk about gender inequality and double standards. I want to just take a quick minute to talk about hashtag Free the Nipple. Free the Nipple is, if you're unfamiliar with it, a movement in efforts to make the idea of female nudity the same as male nudity, meaning that our genitalia is nudity and not our chests. Women's breasts are not inherently sexual. We've merely been socialized to see them that way. There was a time when men were also prohibited from exposing their chests in public and in media. But when the laws and the culture changed, it didn't bring women along.
In 1934, actor Clark Gable sparked national controversy by being the first man to appear topless in a major motion picture. And it wasn't until the late 1930s when it started to become acceptable for men to go topless on the beach.
Men weren't allowed to be topless. They were supposed to wear a one-piece suit, and they were charged $1 each every time they were going topless. And they got tired of it, so they started rallying, and now men have that right.
And now that men have had that right for decades, no one seems disturbed by their nipples.
The practice of continuing to sexualize women's breasts is a business that many are unwilling to let go of. So while the nipples of a man would not get censored, the nipples of a woman would. Then there's also the double standard of school dress codes. On hot summer days, boys may be allowed to wear shorts, but girls are not even allowed to wear tank tops because, in their words, if a girl wears shorts or tank top or spaghetti straps, it could be distracting for male students. And I saw somewhere even teachers, which was very disturbing. There's also a double standard when it comes to women plus size representation in our media. How many shows and how many movies can you name where you see a large man is in a happy life and happy relationship with a woman? It's almost always an ideally shaped woman. We almost never see it represented the other way around. And as I've said before, we can't be what we can't see. If we're not represented in our media, we feel isolated. We feel different. Like it's not possible. It's hard not to feel out of place and unworthy when you feel so alone in how you look and there's no one out there to show you that it's possible.